into a wall frame. First thing we need to do is look at the window, obviously, understand which is the top and the bottom. The bottom of it has a black flashing on the outside that the top doesn't have, so it's going to be the bottom. Also has the wheels, so it runs up and down in its cavity. Check firstly to make sure the window is working. You don't want to install it and then it's not working. And also check it for square, so check the diagonals from point to point. Make sure it's square. Again, never assume it's going to be. Once we have done those two things, we need then to lie it down and we need to put up the aluminium flashing on the bottom. So we lie it down flat. Be careful what you're lying it down on top of. You don't want to put it down on the concrete surface and scratch all the powder coating off because it'll be very expensive to get fixed. So make sure you lie it down on a piece of plywood or a piece of chipboard or something that's not going to scratch the surface. Once we've done that, we need to cut ourselves a piece of flashing. Now the flashing is 100 mil longer on each side. So it's going to be 100 mil longer on this side and that side. Then what we need to do is we need to move it down because that's completely the wrong position. Okay, so we've cut our flashing and it's 100 mil longer than what the bottom width is. First thing I need to do is mark a line along here about 10 mil up from the bottom, which in this case is also half the thickness of the bottom sill of the timber. And the reason why we don't want the flashing going all the way to the top, because the architrave will only cover it a small section of it. What we have to do is along that 10 mil line, is set our flashing like that and staple it on. You can nail it on, or in this case, we're going to use the staple gun. We pull it back, just so we see our 10 mil line. And go ahead and staple that on. You want to make sure it's well stapled, at least every 100 millimetres. Alright, once we've stapled on the end, we need to bend the edge up. So at the 100 mil side, we bend up. Then we need to bend over this corner. And that creates the tray, so no moisture can come out this side. It'll drip out over the weatherboards. So you can see this corner here. It's bent around the side and up on the end, so no moisture can come out through the bottom of the window inside. Okay, so once we've done the top, we don't put any. Once we've done the corner, we can staple that into position, just with one staple or two staples. We never put any staples along the bottom. Obviously, if we put staples along the bottom, that would create a place where the flashing could leak. So we don't do that. Then to the other side, wrap it around again. Staple. Now that the window has got its flashing on, you can see it's creating that tray. We're ready to install the window. Alright, when we're installing windows, we've got our window openings. It's important to make sure all our windows in the house are at the same level, whether the level's at the top or the bottom. You need to transfer that mark on the outside of the house or on the inside of the house, all the way around. In this case, we've got these two windows that I want to put in at the same height. So I've got a starting mark across both windows, so when I install both windows, they'll be at the same height. If you've got a brick veneer house, you may need to work courses, so you need to get your height from the outside, work up the number of brick courses that you need, and then put your marks on your windows there, and that'll be the height of your windows. So make sure you level them across. If you've got more than two windows in a room, they all have to be the same height. Okay, when installing the windows, you need to check the window sills level. That'll give you your amount of packing if you need to do to pack up from one side or the other to make sure the window sill is sitting level. Okay, so we've got the window sitting in. I'm checking the sill, it's level. First thing I need to do is bring the stile 12 mil out, ready for plasterboard. Of course, if you've got a different lining material, you'll have to allow for whatever lining you've got. So that comes out 12 mil out. Fix that into position. Same goes at the top there. Now I've got a little bit of a gap there, so I need to add a piece of packing material. Try and make the packing material as snug as possible. Check that for plumb as well. Should be right. Then we can fix off the other side in the same manner. Fix our packing in there. Again, make sure it's out the 12 mil for the thickness of plasterboard. Beautiful. Level with our set out marks, so we're ready to install the next window. Put 2 nails in on each side. Test the window, ready to go for the next window. Alright, on the outside of the window, we have to have a flashing across the top to stop any moisture coming out and pushing itself in behind the window. So we hold the flashing up there and fix that flashing in there. If it's a timber window, it does need to come over the outside edge. If it's an aluminium window, it can just go into the channel up above. In this case, we're going to have a weatherboards on the outside. I'm going to place an extra flashing along the outside as well, along that outside edge there, so that any moisture that does get in behind the edge of the window is caught and pushed down above that bottom flashing and flows out. So just make sure it's down inside the edge there. And again, we do the same on the other side. Also helps with the breezes and stuff like that, to make sure you get no wind in between your window and your weatherboards. And the top one goes over the top. Just like that, and now we're ready to weatherboard.